Today we're going to make your Spanish sound smoother, more connected, and honestly, a lot more natural. We're focusing on 4 tiny but powerful tools: que, quién, dónde, and lo que. These are the words that help you link ideas instead of sounding like you're speaking in separate blocks. Instead of, I met a woman, she lives next door, she helped me. In Spanish, you can glide through it. Conocí a una mujer que vive al lado y que me ayudó. I met a woman who lives next door and who helped me. Much smoother, much more human. Think of these words as little bridges. Without them, your ideas stand on separate islands. With them, your Spanish starts building roads. Let's start with the most useful one of all, que. In everyday Spanish, que often means that, who, or which, depending on the sentence. Don't overthink the label. Just ask yourself, am I connecting a thing or person to extra information? If yes, que is often your best friend. For example, tengo un amigo que cocina muy bien. I have a friend who cooks very well. Or, vi una película que me encantó. I saw a movie that I loved. Same little word, different English translation, same job, connecting. Here's a memory trick. Que is the duct tape of Spanish connection. Not elegant as an image, maybe, but very effective. If 2 ideas need sticking together, try que first. How do you say the book that I bought yesterday? El libro que compré ayer. El libro que compré ayer. Good. Notice how natural that is. Not 2 separate sentences, one flowing idea. Now try this one. How do you say the person who helped me in Spanish? La persona que me ayudó. La persona que me ayudó. Perfect. And that brings us to something important. With people, Spanish often still uses que in very common speech. La persona que me ayudó. El amigo que vino. La mujer que trabaja aquí. So if you're unsure, que will carry you very far. Now let's meet quién. At this level, the easiest way to feel it is this. Quién often means who, especially when you're clearly talking about a person and you want a slightly more precise or polished feel. For example, la chica quien trabaja conmigo habla 3 idiomas. The girl who works with me speaks 3 languages. In everyday conversation, many speakers would still often use que there, and that is one reason learners hear que constantly. So don't force quién everywhere. Use it when the sentence clearly points to a person and you want that person-centered connection to stand out. A practical shortcut. For objects and things, use que. For places, think dónde. For the thing that or what, think lo que. For people, que is very common, and quién appears in the right contexts, especially when the sentence pauses around the person or sounds a bit more written or carefully phrased. Let's build that instinct with people versus things. El teléfono que compré es nuevo. The phone that I bought is new. Mi vecino, quien siempre saluda, es muy amable. My neighbor, who always says hello, is very kind. You can hear the difference in feel. The first just identifies the phone. The second zooms in on a person with a little extra comment. Here's a little side note that helps your ear. In speech, you may hear quién or quiénes after prepositions too, like con quién, para quién, de quién. For example, la persona con quien hablé, the person I spoke with. Very useful. But for today, keep the main picture simple. Que is the everyday connector, and quién can step in when the person idea is more specific or elegantly framed. How do you say the woman who lives here in Spanish? La mujer que vive aquí. La mujer que vive aquí. Nice. And if you wanted a slightly different style in some contexts, you might hear la mujer quien vive aquí in more careful or regional usage, but your safest, most natural default in everyday Spanish is la mujer que vive aquí. Now let's go to places with donde. This one is a gift. Donde means where, and it connects a place to what happens there. For example, es la casa donde crecí. That's the house where I grew up. Or, conozco un restaurante donde sirven comida increíble. I know a restaurant where they serve incredible food. How do you say the cafe where we met in Spanish? El café donde nos conocimos. El café donde nos conocimos. Exactly. And here's a tiny detour. Nos conocimos literally means we met each other, but in natural English, we usually just say we met. Spanish loves these little reflexive forms in places where English stays simpler. Try another one in your head. La ciudad donde trabajo. The city where I work. El parque donde corren los niños. The park where the children run. Donde is beautifully practical because it instantly anchors your idea in a place. Now for one of the most useful expressions for sounding natural and intelligent in Spanish. Lo que. This often means what, or the thing that, or that which, depending on the sentence. Again, meaning first, not grammar first. If you want to refer to an idea, a situation, or the thing, lo que is often the answer. For example, no entiendo lo que dices. I don't understand what you're saying. Lo que necesito es tiempo. What I need is time. Me gusta lo que haces. I like what you do. Here's the trick. If there is no specific noun right before it, lo que often appears. Compare these two. El libro que leo, the book that I'm reading. There is a noun, libro. But lo que leo es interesante. What I'm reading is interesting. No noun before it. Just the thing that I read, compressed into lo que. Lo que necesito. Lo que necesito. Yes. Short, useful, and everywhere in real Spanish. Let's make that even more practical. If you want to explain opinions, lo que is gold. Lo que más me gusta es la música. What I like most is the music. Lo que pasó ayer fue extraño. What happened yesterday was strange. Lo que dices tiene sentido. What you're saying makes sense. And now one more connector that isn't one of our 4 stars, but your additional goal today is to connect ideas more naturally, including reasons. A very common phrase is por eso, meaning that's why, or for that reason. Example, estaba cansado, por eso me fui temprano. I was tired, that's why I left early. It's not fancy, it's just extremely useful. How do you say that's why I stayed in Spanish? Por eso me quedé. Por eso me quedé. Great. By the way, quedarse is to stay or remain, while quedar by itself can mean to arrange, to be located, or to remain in other ways. One little verb, several personalities. Spanish likes to keep things exciting. Let's connect all 4 main ideas with practical patterns. For things and general descriptions, use que. La serie que veo cada noche. The series that I watch every night. For people, que is very common, and quien can appear when the person is highlighted more clearly. El profesor que explica todo bien, the teacher who explains everything well. Mi profesor, quien siempre tiene paciencia, me ayudó mucho. My teacher, who always has patience, helped me a lot. For places, use donde. El barrio donde viven mis abuelos, the neighborhood where my grandparents live. For abstract ideas, situations, and what, use lo que quiero decir, what I want to say. How do you say the movie that everyone recommends in Spanish? La película que todos recomiendan. La película que todos recomiendan. Good. How do you say the friend who understands me in Spanish? El amigo que me entiende. El amigo que me entiende. Nice. How do you say the place where I feel calm in Spanish? El lugar donde me siento tranquilo or tranquila if you're speaking about yourself as female. El lugar donde me siento tranquilo or tranquila. Excellent. Quick side note, Spanish adjectives change with the speaker sometimes, so tranquilo or tranquila depends on who's talking. Lo que me preocupa. Lo que me preocupa. Perfect. Now, common mistakes. First mistake, using donde for things that are not places. For example, don't say something like el problema donde tengo. If it's not a place, don't reach for donde. Use que or another connector. El problema que tengo. The problem that I have. Second mistake, overusing quien with every person. It's not wrong to learn it, but if you put quien everywhere, you may sound stiff or unnatural. Que is incredibly common with people in everyday Spanish. So if in doubt, use que first. Third mistake, forgetting lo in lo que. If you say que necesito when you really mean what I need, you're leaving out an important piece. Lo que necesito. Think of lo que as a package deal when you mean what or the thing that. Fourth mistake, translating English too literally. English often says where, that, what, who in ways that don't line up perfectly. Instead of chasing the English word, ask, am I talking about a thing, a person, a place, or an idea? That question will usually guide you to que, quien, donde, or lo que. Let's do a few flowing examples so your ear gets used to natural rhythm. Busco una oficina donde pueda trabajar tranquilo. I'm looking for an office where I can work calmly. Conocí a un chico que sabe exactamente lo que quiere. I met a guy who knows exactly what he wants. Ese es el momento que cambió todo. That's the moment that changed everything. No entiendo lo que pasó. Por eso tengo preguntas. I don't understand what happened. That's why I have questions. La señora que vive arriba es quien organiza las reuniones. The lady who lives upstairs is the one who organizes the meetings. Did you hear how these connectors make the sentence breathe? Instead of short bursts, you get a chain of meaning. Now let me give you a short story in Spanish. Just listen first. Ayer fui a un pueblo donde nunca había estado. Encontré una tienda que vendía libros antiguos. Hablé con un señor que conocía la historia de cada libro. Me explicó lo que hacía especial a aquel lugar. Al final, compré una novela. Por eso regresé a casa sonriendo. Now the same story, one sentence at a time. Ayer fui a un pueblo donde nunca había estado. Yesterday I went to a town where I had never been. Encontré una tienda que vendía libros antiguos. I found a shop that sold old books. Hablé con un señor que conocía la historia de cada libro. I spoke with a man who knew the story of every book. Me explicó lo que hacía especial a aquel lugar. He explained to me what made that place special. Al final compré una novela. Por eso regresé a casa sonriendo. In the end, I bought a novel. That's why I went home smiling. Let's pull out the magic from that story. Donde gave us the place. Que connected the shop and the man to more information. Lo que pointed to an idea. What made that place special? Por eso gave the reason and result. This is exactly how connected Spanish works in real life. Before we finish, let's do a last quick round together. How do you say the song that I love in Spanish? La canción que adoro, or la canción que me encanta. La canción que adoro, or la canción que me encanta. How do you say the person who called me in Spanish? La persona que me llamó. La persona que me llamó. How do you say the hotel where we stayed in Spanish? El hotel donde nos quedamos. El hotel donde nos quedamos. How do you say what I really want to know in Spanish? Lo que realmente quiero saber. Lo que realmente quiero saber. Beautiful. You're not just learning words here. You're learning how to make your Spanish flow. And that matters, because fluent speech is not only about knowing vocabulary, it's about linking ideas smoothly so your listener can follow you effortlessly. So here's your recap. Use que as your everyday connector for things, descriptions, and very often people too. Use quién when you want a more person-focused or polished connection in the right context. Use donde for places. Use lo que for what or the thing that. And when you want to show reason and result naturally, por eso is your friend. One last memory picture. Que is the universal bridge. Quién points to a person on the bridge. Donde puts the bridge in a place. Lo que carries an idea across the bridge. Slightly ridiculous? Yes. Memorable? Also yes. Keep listening for these in real Spanish because now you'll notice them everywhere. In conversations, podcasts, shows, messages, songs. And every time you notice them, your brain gets a little faster at building connected Spanish of its own. You're doing exactly the right kind of work. Not just learning more Spanish, but learning better Spanish.